So I really liked the Bulova Devil Diver, you know, because it says 666 on the dial. I liked that watch. But now this one, since they've done the GMT movement in it, and of course we have this fun rose gold, there's a few other colorways too. I'll put a link to Mimo's jewelry in the description down below. He should have them in stock. If not, he'll restock, I'm sure. But this one's super cool. This is the Oceanographer Snorkel GMT, otherwise known as the 97B215. Retail price $13.95. You're not going to pay that. You're going to get a discount. I'll put a discount code down below that you'll use, and it should get you the best deal possible, and it'll also let Mimo know that you were watching my video that I sent you. So let's zoom in, take a closer look at this guy. Hopefully I'll be able to get some good detail here, and we'll talk about the size. So the case on this is 41 millimeter wide. You can see it's PVD coated rose gold. It's a very interesting color, and it pairs nicely with the brown. Very root beer like, you know. The lug to lug is 45 millimeter. You can see the case shape there is pretty unique to the style watch. 14.8 millimeter thick. That's including the boxed and double dome sapphire crystal. And get that, you can kind of see it there. That date magnifier is on the bottom side of the crystal. Now, how the heck did they do that on a boxed and double domed? I don't know. That's pretty wild. It's very impressive. I dig it. The lug width here is 20 millimeter. The bracelet does taper down to 18, and you have a 5.9 millimeter signed screw down crown. Here's a look at the case back. That's just kind of standard stainless steel. There's a little sticker on there, Japan movement, China band. That's pretty standard in the industry, really. Caliber, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what else is. Sapphire crystal. This should have the Miyota 9075 in it. So it's an automatic, hand winding, and it has the Traveler's GMT. So that means when we unscrew this guy, of course you can hack the movement and adjust the time and everything. You can wind it, but if you want to travel east, west, whatever you want to do, I typically go west, so I have to go back, say 3 hours. I can just do that, and I can keep my home time on the 24-hour hand, and then when I go back home, I can just advance it that way. Boom, boom, boom. That's also how you adjust the date. So you would just go all the way around like so. And boom, there you go. So let's take a closer look at this. There's a lot of reflections on this thing. I had a hard time videoing it and doing the photography on it, but let's try to zoom in a little bit closer because I want to show you the Bulova logo is actually applied, and you can see the way it's done is it's attached. That's not a scratch or anything. I just got some lint. But check out the markers. Look at the 3D on those things. They're like little jewels set. They have the 4 prongs. The prongs are set to the dial, and then that indice or marker is set within those prongs. Very jewelry-like. Very cool aspect to this watch. Now, because those do stick up a little bit, and you only have so much room in there, the hands are a little bit shorter. Like the minute hand, could be a little bit longer. It would still clear. So that would be my only gripe, is the hands just look like they're a little short for the dial, but not a deal breaker. Of course, you do have the GMT automatic written on the dial there. Snorkel kind of has a little bit different font, and then sure, the 666 feet or 300 meters still down there. That might be a deal breaker for some. I think it's just kind of fun. It's just a number, guys. It's not a big deal. And then you have a bi-directional bezel. And I was just handling a Longines Spirit Zulu diver, and this bezel it's not quite as good. I'm not saying it's as good as the Longines, but it is pretty close. It's very tight, has very defined snaps. It has the same amount. It has 24 clicks, and it feels the exact same going in either direction. So Bulova did a really good job with this one, nailing the overall look, the design, and execution of this thing. I think they just nailed it. Let's pop this on my 7¼ inch wrist. The clasp has 3 micro adjust, has a dive extension on. I guess it's a diver watch too, but no dive time bezel. So there it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. This colorway would go good, you know, with a really nice summer tan, or if you have a little bit more darker skin or something. I think this color would really pop. My point is, I don't think I'd be able to pull this color off very well in the dead of winter when I'm super pale looking. But let me give this a quick blast with the UV light. There are other colorways. I really think this one looks the best, though. There's like a kind of a white multi-toned dial one that I also like. But this one's still my favorite. There's the loom, fully loomed out bezel, all the markers. This thing is fun. It is very cool, very fun. And with the discount code, I still think it's a solid price. I think if you're interested in picking up something like this, a watch like this, look at this one because it's very unique. It has very cool. It's very fun to look at. That it has all those little weird attention to detail things, right? The excellent bezel, the great movement, the Traveler's GMT that a lot of people seem to want, the date magnifier on the bottom of the sapphire crystal, and then those jeweled markers that are also loomed. Those all add up to like a very interesting, good looking watch. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out Mimo's. I'll see you on the next one.